Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, write a Java program to find the greatest of three numbers. Let me answer this question followed by practical demonstration. So how to write a Java program which can find the greatest of the given three numbers. To demonstrate that, I'll switch to this Eclipse IDE, and in this project, that is in this Java project, I'll expand this project, guys. And in this project, here I'll go to one of the package, and here I'll create a new class, greatest of three numbers demo. With main method I'll create, and inside this, I'm going to write down some code. That is, I would like to receive these three numbers from the user itself. When I run this program, I want to collect the three numbers from the user as an input. I'll create an object for the scanner class. Scanner is called new scanner, and say Control Shift O to automatically import this scanner class from Java library. And in this constructor, I have to write system.in. And here I'm going to use this object difference to collect the input from the user. Scanner.nextInt will collect the first number from the user. Int number 1 is equal to, or int a is equal to otherwise. Okay. Second number is b. Scanner.nextInt again. I would like to collect the third input from the user, that is scanner.nextInt. And to help the user that he or she has to enter some number here, enter first number. Here I'll write down, before collecting the second input from the user, I'll just write a print statement saying enter second number. Okay, enter second number. And here I'll write down enter third number. Like this, I'll write the enter third number. Once I receive these three numbers, I would like to find out which number is greatest. Okay, of all these three numbers, which one is greatest? I need to find out, for which I need to write the logic. I'll write if condition saying if A is greater than or equal to B, and also A is, okay, I'll write first of all greater than. Okay, I'll talk about equal later. Why we have to write equal also, I'll tell later. For now, we'll start with if A is greater than B and A is greater. A lot of people will write the logic like this. Okay, this is not the 100% right logic, guys. I'll show you this, or I'll prove you this with some example why this instead of greater than we have to use greater than or equal to. So here I'll write down. Okay, here I'll write down if A is greater than B and A is greater than C. I'll write down. Here I'll write enter greatest is equal to 0. I'll say for now. Okay, and here I'll write integrate this greatest is equal to A. If A is greater than B and A is greater than C, definitely greatest value will be A only. Else if I'll write if B is greater than A and B is greater than C, then what will be the greatest, guys? B is greater than, if this is not correct, then B should be the greatest. For that, I'll say greatest is equal to B. Which one is greatest? I'll say. Finally, else greatest. If neither A is greatest nor B is greatest, means what is greatest here? C is greatest. Like this, I'll write down. Finally, I'll print the greatest value. That is greatest. I'll print it out. Okay. Here I can put a message here. Greatest number is greatest. I'll write. Okay. I'll run this code and show you how does it work. So when I run the code, it's asking me for first number, I'll say 9. Second number is 3, let's say. Third number is 5. What is the greatest of all these three? 9, 3, 5, 9 is the greatest. So greatest number 9 is perfectly coming. Out of these three numbers, 9 is the greatest. I'll run it again to see another case where I'll enter 3 here, 9 here, and then 5 here. Second number is greatest here, which is 9. Again, it will say greatest number is 9. Whether the first number is greatest or second number is greatest, third number, that particular number is being identified. I'll give one more case where, I'll give 5 here, I'll give 2 here, I'll give 7 here. You see, greatest number is, the third number is greatest, the third number is coming as the greatest. But there is some situation where if you give something like this, 5, 5, first number is 5, second number is also equal to the first number and third number is 3. What it is saying, guys, greatest number is 3, it's saying, which is wrong. This logic is not working fine. If all the 3 numbers are different numbers, then definitely it'll find the greatest. But if some numbers are equal numbers, if first number is equal to second number, in that case, it's not giving me one of this first and second, it has to mention as greatest, but it's not doing that, okay? So to overcome that problem, we have to write equal, greater than or equal here, okay? So it will pick one of them as a greatest. Out of A and B, it will pick one of them as a greatest. So it's okay whether A is greatest or B is great, that's all fine, because if both are equal, that's okay. This time, again, you run the code. If you use only greater than symbol, the logic will not work fine, guys, okay? If I write like this, 9 is the greatest, which is working fine. Again, I'll run all the situations, 4, 8, 2, 8 is the greatest is coming. 8 is the greatest is coming. Let me run this and write down 5, 3, 7. 7 is the greatest. Everything is working fine. What if I give two numbers as equal numbers, which are greatest, but they are equal? In this case, 3 should not be the greatest. Either of this one should be greatest. You see, 7 is the greatest. Like that, if you want to get the output, instead of greater than, you have to use greater than or equal to. Most of the people don't think about this equal symbol and its importance. But in that particular case, greater than symbol, instead of greater than, we have to use greater than or equal to. If the user enters equal numbers, you will get a wrong output. Even though the logic is right, you will get a wrong output. So you have to convert this greater than into greater than or equal to. Okay, if all the 3 numbers are different, then A greater than B, A greater than C, greater than symbol will be okay. But if by chance, if any of this, out of these 3 numbers, if any of the numbers are same, in that case, the output will come wrong. That's the reason we have to use greater than or equal to symbol here. So this is the code for, okay, this is the Java program for finding the greatest of the 3 numbers, okay? So hope, guys, with the theoretical explanation and practical demonstration, you got the answer for this question. I'll also provide this code here. Let me copy paste the code here. Paste the code here so that you can get the code also, okay? So this is a program for finding the greatest of 3 numbers in Java, okay? So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye.